Welcome back to another episode of Real Conversation. My name is Quana Terry,
And I'm Nicole Jones.
and we
And
just would like to say thank you so much for joining us. We have a wonderful show prepared for you today. Nicole, how are you doing tonight?
I am good. How are you?
I am well. I am well. I cannot complain. Thank you. Your day was okay?
My day was excellent. I can't complain. How about yours?
Yep, my day was good. I cannot complain at all. Everything went as as it should, and that's always a good day, right? So,
Absolutely.
all right. So, what are we talking about today, Nicole?
All right. So, guys, yo, I know everyone's seeing, all the posts and comments about Offset and Cardi B's new baby and Stephon Diggs' new baby, right? But I think he's gone too far this time. This man has gone as far as to say that he files um was custody for 4 children, but he only has 3 children with Cardi. So they're saying that because he got married, because he was married, him and Cardi is married, and I guess because he resides in the state of Georgia, um, her baby is his baby because they're still married. And I'm like, come on, dude. And oh wait, I forgot. He is also demanding 200 million in emotional damages.
Emotional damages. Okay, from what I understand, he's the one that was cheating, right?
Yeah, that's the reason why they're not together.
So, what emotional damages are you talking about? Because you're the one who stepped out of a relationship. You broke the covenant. You broke the vows.
This
Like
man is delusional.
I keep telling y'all, like, and I said this time and time again before, and I'll say it again. Audacity has to be 50% off this year because the way that people are just going at things and thinking that they're entitled to certain people's things, stuff, energy, child bye. It's crazy. What? 200
Listen,
and million, $200 million?
two
Please, man.
hundred million, and I don't understand how is it okay for him to do all the things that he's done in the time that they were together. Look how long she stayed in this relationship, knowing he was who he was.
Yeah.
But she tried. She loved this man. And before she went and got with Stefan Diggs, she explained that she literally has to go through her emotions. She was crying every single day because she was in love with this man. But now that this woman went on and found, the man who she loves, or who seen her through her pain, I should say that, because that's how they ended up together. He helped her get through what she was feeling for Offset, and a baby came out of that.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, whatever the situation is, I don't feel like he deserves any of that. I think that he soiled the marital bed. He did so many different things. And I also feel as if he thought that she would be coming back.
Oh
I
yeah.
know for a fact that in his mind, he's saying, I've done this countless times. This time is no different. She's going to forgive me and we're going to move on to a peaceful place. But she turned the tables on that ass and was like, you know what? No, I'm a bounce to the next. Okay. And I'm also going to start a family with this person. And so that solidifies me not even thinking about coming back.
I don't think
Crazy.
that she was trying to start a family. I think it's just something that happened. But babies are a blessing. You know, Cardi takes very well care of her children from what we see anyway, because it's not like I'm, close to her or anything like that. But from what we see, she takes very good care of her kids, and I guess Stefan Diggs is taking care of her.
Yeah, listen, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Judgment, okay, he's going to be the plaintiff and she's a defendant, right? Judgment in favor of the defendant. Ain't nobody dealing with that. Nobody's paying you nothing, you know. It's crazy. And then they're gonna have the nerve to ask for money for the fourth child that's not even his. I don't know if this is a tactic to gain some sort of notoriety or whatever, but it's not working. He just looks like he's a scorned lover, and he just looks like as if he's just, yeah, like I said, scorned, and he's mad, period. I don't know, so mm-mm-mm.
Hey, it is what it is, right? At this point.
That is that's insane though, girl. That's insane. I don't understand. You know, I'm glad she has had the baby. So, she's had the
Yes,
baby. So I'm happy that she's no longer dealing with that. But he was stressing her out during her pregnancy, and I think Stefan Diggs had reached out or had made a statement in regards to it because, there was so much going on with Nikki and then with Offset that, she was so stressed out, and that's not something that was good for the baby.
agreed.
And I'm happy she no longer has that baby, but she's in for, of course, or no, not she no longer has a baby, that she's no longer pregnant.
I know.
And that, but the focus should be the baby and then the other three children in her home, not her, not Offset and his childish, tactics. So I
Yeah,
guess more to come on that.
he's just being messy. But
Yeah.
sir,
And
you caused your issue, okay? You the one that separated you separated you from your family, basically, okay?
period. There's no other way to talk about it. There's no other way to say it. You separated yourself from your family, and these are the consequences to your actions. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And ding ding ding, you've won.
That part.
Now you're alone and bitter and mad. Jabba. So, all right. Speaking
So
of another bombshell that was dropped. Oh, go ahead, Nicole. I saw your hand.
no, listen, you started already. Go ahead. I was about to say the same thing. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Do your thing, girl.
No, I was just saying, since we're dealing with knuckleheads right now, um
I have a better word, right?
I came across a video of Ray J, and his new boo. I think her name is Sheila. I believe they were on live, and he was basically telling her that he would never love her. He would never be in love with her. Can we go to that clip, please?
On it.
You don't mean that, chat.
I do mean it. I got nothing.
They said you
Like,
don't mean it.
I love you,
I love you too.
but I'm not in love with you,
You're not?
and I never will be.
Never?
Just like you're not in love with me.
But it can grow to that.
I'll never grow to that. Don't ever get it twisted.
See?
Anyway, so let's get back to business.
Now, I think that's a little messy. I mean, I don't understand why he will be in a relationship with somebody if he's telling her he's never going to love her. How do you know what you're going to do, sir? Or stop playing with her emotions. Or how about stop allowing him to play with your emotions?
Yeah, that. I mean, it could be a situationship for him. Maybe she wanted something more. Clearly, it's something that she may have wanted. But for him to do that and do it on a live stream, I think is very childish, and it was a way to humiliate her, and that's not okay. That's something that the cameras could have been cut off, and or something could have muted, and you would have went to talk about something else, but not don't humiliate her and on live. That's super whack, and he gets thumbs down for that, and 0 out of 10 would not recommend him in a relationship. Okay.
So the crazy thing is, I'm a piggyback off of what you said in regards to him embarrassing her, right? So she embarrassed him some videos ago. I believe it was like a week or two. A video was posted on Instagram that stated that he smells like old pee. Like he doesn't shower after having intercourse.
Ew, he stink.
And it's like I want to say like three. She said 3 day old pee. Not, I
That's what
mean,
she said.
the females, yes, the juices from the female, yes. And she was like, babe, you need to go take a shower. So, and he was like, does it smell that bad? Like she literally put her hand down his pants to smell his stuff, and I'm like, they were live.
I wonder if these are publicity stunts. I wonder, a lot of people do stuff for views and they will sacrifice themselves just for views. And it's like, it's
Well, I
nah.
heard that on somewhere else, he basically mentioned that he doesn't take showers like that. So I don't
Ew,
know.
ew. That's mad nasty.
You need to take a shower
Yeah, that's
first
a
of
fact.
all, okay? And for the women, he can mess you up down there, especially if it's without the hat. So don't do that. That's a oh
Yeah,
no
got
moment.
dirty. I don't care how much money he has. You have some dirty tool going into you, messing up your pH balance. Get
They
out
don't
of here.
understand it. They don't
Uh-uh.
understand it.
And if he's not washing correctly, ugh, that's even worse because you are sharing in that dirt. Yeah, nah, I'm over it. That's mad
I'm
nasty. I'm
sorry. It's
surprised.
just the thought of it. It's just the thought of it that got me because it's just I could not even imagine. I couldn't imagine being with a man that had a odor. And it is not just like down the I've never experienced something like that. And I cannot even understand. We as women, we worry about if we can smell ourselves before anyone else. So for me to deal with a man who has an odor and I'm sleeping with you,
You,
Nabi.
yeah,
Nah.
Nobby, Nobby, Nobby.
No.
Like that is a whole fact, and and it was broadcast on live. Like, yeah, ain't no way. Like,
Yeah.
mm-mm. And her putting her hand in there and smell. No, ugh. I want to gag right now. Okay, on
Yo,
live. Like,
I
keep
felt
that in
that.
your room. Nobody wants to see that. I'm annoyed already. And this is my first time actually hearing of this. Like, I never watched any of the videos. I don't follow Ray J for good reason. And I don't so I don't keep up with what he has going on. So this is the first time I actually seen that video. So I'm like, wait a minute, what? Like,
You don't have to follow the AJ to see it. Just pops up. Other people post it, so it don't have to be on his page. I don't know whose page it was on, but when I seen it, it wasn't from Ray J's page. It could
you
just
know
pop
what
up
it
on your
is?
For You.
It's not in my algorithm because I don't care about people. I watch like I
This
I
girl
watch
here.
like what I do, I watch like comedy videos and stuff like prank videos. So those are
Hmm.
always on my For
I
You
got
page.
that
I
too.
love those Jones.
I got
Right. But as far
everything.
as celebrity news, it's never on my For You because I don't watch celebrities.
Oh
So,
my gosh, here we go
but
with this crap.
yo, I don't watch them. If you tell, only time I know about something is if you bring it to my attention.
That's a whole
Like,
fact because when I see it, that's the first thing I do. Corner.
yeah,
That's
like
what
I'm
I
like, oh,
seen.
okay. I'm like, oh, all right, that's crazy, and then we'll talk about it. But for the most part, I don't watch it. Yeah, I don't follow celebrities. And so I like I said, I love the comedy videos and the pranks and stuff like that. Those are my go-to because I'm always
Okay.
laughing and always want to laugh. So
Okay.
yeah,
Well, I
but
follow some celebrities. I don't follow them all, but I don't follow Ray J.
yeah.
Um, but it's still entertainment, and we are in this entertainment business right now.
Very true. That's why I have a wonderful. a wonderful co-host who actually keeps up, and she gives me the tea.
No, it's
Clock.
it's when it comes on mine, I throw it to the side to see, and I have to go through it to see if it's worth to come on to our platform. And if it's funny enough or good enough or whatever the case may be, then yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, they all don't make it though.
No, no, not everybody makes it, but you
No.
definitely sift through. That's what I'm saying. I
Hmm.
have a wonderful co-host that brings it to my attention, and then we'll talk about it. But but like
Hmm.
she's already vetted it. She's already you looked at it and said, okay, this will be something good that we can talk about. So that's what I mean in that. But so with that one, that was crazy. Ray J and his new girlfriend or whatever you want. Hopefully they broke up after this because this is it's
You
giving
know they did not
toxicity.
break up. You
Chabad. It's giving toxicity to the 10th power. It's written
listen.
all
These girls these girls want to be in the public eye with these people so bad that they will put up with the stupidest crap. It's like a Krishan and Blueface situation. Like I
mm,
cannot, I cannot, like I just cannot. And
yeah, that
oh, for those of you who want to know, yes, Krishan Jr. is Blueface, baby.
there was a
The DNA test was 99.99% sure.
wait a minute. So he was questioning paternity?
So they remember. So you might not remember, but they were on some what's that Zeus channel or whatever, and they did a DNA there supposedly, right? That DNA test came out that he was the father, right? But it seemed like um I think Krishan's baby has something's wrong with him. I don't think anything's wrong with him. I think he's just delayed.
Okay.
Some babies could just be delayed. They're not as fast as others, but they're trying to make it seem like something is wrong with him. He's not speaking. He's not walking. Well, Krishan always carrying her child. So if you carry a child all the time, it prevents them from being able to do the normal stuff that needs to be done. Now, I'm
Mm,
not a doctor. There's no medical any degrees over here, so we don't know anything. But we are mothers, and you have to allow your kids to be able to grow. You have to let them
mm,
crawl before they can walk. You know what I mean? So whatever the case may be, and I'm not knocking her, whatever it is that she's doing. But if something is wrong with him, I hope that they get, the help that they need to help him develop properly. But his mother, um, I think she's horrible, man. Like she thinks that she's helping. She really thinks that she's helping, but she
mm.
is hurting herself. She's hurting, the relationship with her son because at the end of the day, it came out to be his.
Wow. I mean, that whole exchange, if I could remember, the entire relationship was so tumultuous, and it was making headlines, for the worst things possible in a relationship. And I was hoping that that would subside, but I guess not. People need to mothers. Please let your sons handle what they need to handle when it comes to their children and the mother of their children, because
Mhm.
when grandmas get involved, aunties or whatever else, and everybody gets involved, it becomes a crap show, and it becomes a lot. So,
And
oof,
also, if there are multiple moms involved, like if he has kids by multiple people, y'all need to stop sitting up there going at each other. There's no
right.
need for that because I think his other kid's mom is Jaden. He has two kids with her, I think. He has a son and daughter with her. When he just got out of jail after doing 2 years, and he basically, took the kids out, got the kids from her. Krishan was with them, and then he had the baby. He was carrying the baby around, and they're at like I think an arcade place or whatever, and they're on live. And Jaden sees it, and she was like, "Oh, I'm coming down here," because she didn't want Krishan around her kids. And I'm
Oh,
like, at the end of the day, this man came out of jail. He was happy to have his kids. You know, I think it's a little more, he wanted everybody together. Now, if he could have said, he could have brought her down too. You know what I mean? Or have no moms there, just be with your kids. However, but stop fighting with these women. Like, they are not your enemy. I mean, unless you guys are actually going at it with each other, like they have in the past. But there was a time when they were coming together. They was laughing and talking about Blueface. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, this
Yeah,
is
that's because
corny as
they only
hell.
bonded over a similar thing, they bonded
Right.
over his demise or what he was going through. So that would have been short lived anyway. They didn't like one another.
They didn't.
You know how it goes when you have an enemy and you have somebody else that don't like you and they're like, oh, an enemy of her enemy. Oh, okay, she's an enemy too. Okay, we could both get together and we could
Hmm.
bash that person. And that's what I feel like that was. But you know what? I'm just happy that they found out, or he's now 100% certain that
Yes.
her child is his and they can move forward. We hope so. We'll hope
Oh.
so. The shenanigans are crazy. Speaking of
Hmm.
shenanigans, now I saw this a couple weeks back, right? And I laughed at it then. And then it came up on my timeline again with a bunch of memes. And you know what? It just made me mad all over again. And then I laughed again. But let me show y'all this. I don't know if y'all seen the statue that they made of MJ in Brazil. Hold on, let me show y'all this because I'm devastated. Okay. Um, Look at that man. First of all, who is that? Um, so they said that it was a statue of him from his they don't really care about us video. They don't care about us video.
They lied.
Um yeah, no, cuz okay, one, check the face though. Who the hell is that?
First
Okay?
of all,
That,
those of us
y'all.
who are Michael Jackson fans know that that is not Michael's face. Stop.
Look at his grin. I was devastated. I'm like, "Wait, who is that?" Nah.
Whoever the artist was, they need to, yo,
it, you
nah, somebody's kid did that.
I was like, why does his
There's no
why
way.
does his mouth look like that? It was just bad, all bad. And I'm like, they did my boo dirty. Don't do him like
You know what his mouth looked like? The Grinch.
that. And that's a fact. Oh my gosh. And it really does look like the Grinch. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I was so upset when I saw this. I was like, okay, so who's going to tell this person to redo this? Because that's not Mike, and I don't know. I don't know who that is, but that is
How long ago did they do this?
I think it was revealed maybe a couple months ago. I'm unsure. I would have to look it up, but I believe it was revealed a couple months ago. And they said that, like I said, it was from his They Don't Care About Us video. And I'm like, nah, that's not it, boo. That is not it. So they're going to have to go back to the drawing board for that because what?
He need to get kicked in both his shins for doing that
Something,
because
Chad.
that is embarrassing.
I was devastated. I was like, wait a minute. Is that Mike? No, that's not MJ. Nah, I refuse to believe it.
Oh man, they don't really care about us.
Yo,
Michael is probably in heaven. Talk about that is not me. That is not me. Who the heck thought that they can sit there and bring this picture, bring this statue
poor
to the
baby.
forefront and be like, that look just like Michael, right?
And okay, who signed off on that joint? Cause ain't no way. Like, who approved that? I mean, it's in Brazil, so I don't know. You know, yeah, I was devastated.
Yeah, but in the UK somewhere, they have a statue of Michael. It looks just like him. That's weird. They need to knock that sucker down. The same way they did Shazam. Remember the movie Shazam? The way they
They said they knocked that completely down. I was like, nah, did that.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, that's it. That was the statue of Mike in Brazil, and I just said, okay, I need y'all to do that again. So, oh
Mhm.
gosh, you know what? Speaking of things that don't look the same, have you ever gone online, put your picture up there, made a profile on a dating site, and met up with a person that didn't look like the person that you thought it was, or didn't have the same characteristics? Have you ever had that happen?
Me?
Yes.
Nah. I mean, I haven't. But I did come across a post that this woman actually met her online boyfriend for the very first time, and she never told him that she was in a wheelchair and had no legs.
Um,
Now, that right there, that I I don't understand. Like, what is going on here? Okay,
but
she's
she's
pretty.
so beautiful. She's such a
She is.
woman. Why he in the back looking like that though?
He pissed.
Oh,
He pissed because listen, only I don't know how long. It didn't show how long they've been talking because it says she met her boyfriend. So clearly they committed over the phone. Clearly, she probably has this nice voice. She,
I'm
every
sorry.
time they video chat, she's laying down or sitting down. So there's no reason to,
Right, because
I don't know, like no
okay,
foul play or nothing, right?
yeah, because I figure like if you're talking and we're on FaceTime, I know it's you. You know, I know that you look the same. You look like your pictures. We're cool. However, I feel as if she should have divulged that information to him. That is a crucial piece of information about yourself.
This is true.
Should divulge.
This is
I'm
true.
sorry.
Yes. No, you good. This is true, right? But at the same time,
That is a little crazy.
he
A
does
little
he does
crazy.
this deserve the truth, but doesn't she deserve some understanding? Maybe she lied. Well, she didn't lie. She omitted, right? Which is also another form of lying. But she did that
I
because
don't know. I think there's some technical
she had
difficulties
bad, you
here.
know, huh?
I don't know where my co-host is. I don't know what
I'm right
happened.
here.
We have some technical difficulties. We will be right back. I was saying we got some technical difficulties. I'm like, what
I
happened?
never went nowhere.
Listen, the funny thing is, I went somewhere. My daughter called me on my phone, and I thought I had on. It's on Do Not Disturb, but for some reason, it came through. I was like, all right, whatever. So when it stopped ringing, I declined it. It's still like I don't know. It just kind of froze me, or froze the actual my view.
On
But
your
whatever.
end? Gotcha.
Yeah. So I hope you kept talking.
I did keep talking, and then you was
Yeah.
like, "We be right back," and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah. Oh well, you heard me
oh,
say that because
yes,
I couldn't see anything. So
okay,
that's what happens when we be live, y'all.
yes."
Um
Listen, it happens.
it
But I was
does.
basically
It does.
saying, even though he deserves the truth, right? Don't she deserve some understanding? Because I think that she's probably had some past situations that failed her. So she felt like, okay, let me not disclose that, yes, I do have a wheelchair. Let me see when he falls for me, And then when we finally meet each other, he's going to accept it.
No, that is not what you do. You cannot coerce somebody into a relationship like that under false pretenses. What?
Listen,
That
well, I
all of that
mean,
sounded so wrong just now. Every last bit of what you said sounded horrible.
but
Because
come
yeah,
on.
nah, no, absolutely not. There is somebody out there for anybody, for everybody. So divulge what your situation, divulge whether or not you have a handicap. Like, tell me whether or not you every 30 minutes you screaming, because you got something going on with you. Tell me
Oh, no.
that. Like,
Yes, yes.
you're supposed to divulge that information to the person that you're trying to get to know. Otherwise, they've now fallen in love with your representative, and now you're gonna force them to be, or you kind of want to make them feel bad when they don't want that type of relationship with you. Nah,
This
give
is
them
true. It's all
everything.
about transparency.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And we talk about that. We talk about
All the time.
transparency. We talk about making sure that you're giving who you are with no issues, or with not, without holding anything back. Give us who you are. Let us know what your likes and dislikes are. Let us know if there's any disabilities. And if I say, you know what, that's not for me, then okay, you're not for me.
Exactly. Agreed.
You know.
But
So
maybe
I mean,
maybe she never got past the talking stage the moment she mentioned her wheelchair.
well,
I'm just
she need to go
saying.
to a club with her wheelchair buddies or something
Oh
like that. Go
no.
outside.
She can't do that. Oh wow. Okay.
So check this out. Put in your profile that you are in a wheelchair and you have a handicap, so that when they swipe, they see that info, and if they want to swipe left and send you a message, then they have the option to do so. You know, and those who don't, okay, they're lost. But he looks pissed in that picture. Like, he
Yeah,
looked
because he
mad.
was he was duped.
Like, he looking like, wait, what? Because I'm like, why is she so short? He looking like, this is not what I signed up for. I'm so sorry. I think that she was wrong in this. Now, does she deserve compassion and some empathy? Absolutely, because I can understand her plight. But that doesn't negate the lie or the omission of
It's a
the
mission
truth.
for me.
It's the
Yeah.
omission.
Yeah.
So whether or not you told half truths, a half truth is still a lie. Omitting certain information, still a lie.
Agreed.
So she lied. So hopefully they can move past that though, child. Cause woo, mm-mm-mm, that
You
ain't
both
it.
know. You see the picture, right?
Yeah, he was
That
like,
is
"This
not
is
happening.
poor baby, poor
She
baby." I
better
mean, what are you gonna do
enjoy that. I hope she enjoyed herself to the fullest
on
because
that
that
date?
is probably going to be the last time she's seen him.
Because I feel when you give that information, I mean, that's a huge piece of information. I have no legs and I am in a wheelchair.
Oh wow.
That is a
So
huge piece of information.
it's the way you said it for me, but
Oh,
yeah, I don't think
sorry.
you should say it like that. Now it's very possible that when you put those pictures out there, you say whatever. But when you guys get on the phone and y'all talking and you guys are vibing, yes, you should allow him to make the decision if he chooses to be with you or not, because it is wrong to string someone along thinking it's gonna be sunshines and rainbows and everything. We're gonna run into the sunset together when you can't even run next to him. You gotta roll.
Wait.
Mm, I didn't mean that in the wrong way. I'm just
Boy,
saying
I'm so sorry. I'm so
that's
sorry. Okay, that
I
was not right. I'm so sorry. It's just, I
wasn't
mean,
saying it in a mean way though. That's
okay,
those
so
are facts.
it's all facts, absolutely. So divulging the information because it takes a lot. It's a handicap, right?
Yeah.
So that means that, what if I had like a motorcycle, right? And what if I had a motorcycle and I didn't have a car or a truck and I couldn't put
Mhm.
your wheelchair in there? Now we have to take the bus and we have to go, the bus we need to get on the bus with a ramp. All
Mhm.
these things are accommodations that need to happen. And what if and he has the right to say, I don't want to deal with that. She never We always talk about when people
Mhm.
cheat and they don't divulge that that's something that they want to do, and they leave that out and they don't give you the choice to stay
Right.
or go.
Mhm.
She essentially did the same thing,
Yeah, she did.
right? She did
Yeah.
she did the same thing. So be that as it may not work out, it may, but this attention that she's getting from it, hopefully she's able to find somebody that will accept her just the way she is in all of her beautiful, self.
Yeah,
Hopefully
but she
she
is
accepts her
beautiful.
time. She's such a beautiful woman.
Very
Such a
pretty woman. Very
Yeah,
pretty. And
yeah,
I think that she will get that person because I mean, there's someone for everyone.
absolutely.
Whatever the situation is, people accept everything. So some
Yeah.
people accept it all. So um
Yeah.
yeah.
And you could tell that she's a beauty and she's a diamond.
Yes.
But maybe not his diamond, but she's a diamond for someone. So all righty then. That was crazy though. Nicole, we gotta find out the best way to kind of like talk about this because we were acting up on this live tonight.
I
I'm so
am so
sorry.
sorry. Like, listen, we were just taking listen, when we seen this post, it just took us back. Okay. It just you can't make this stuff up. I don't understand how
You really
people think
can't.
they can get away with certain things. Like, that's a big red flag for me because if you can lie about being a whole person, and I mean a whole person,
Mm-hmm.
what
Mm-hmm.
else can you really lie about? You know what I mean? Like, that's a
Mm-hmm.
whole lie. And
Yeah.
I understand and I don't understand at the same time, if that makes sense.
You know what? And I get that she's like, okay, I want them to like me for my personality and get to know me first and things of that nature. But this is not like, okay, this is not a small disability. This is something that can change the trajectory of the relationship.
Yes.
So it's not something that she should have kept from him. Like again, I said, she should have been forthcoming with that information so that he can make a decision. And she needs to now going forward put that on her profile so that
She's not doing that.
people that are actually attracted to her
Hmm.
can come in and be willing participants in that relationship, so
So wait,
all
wait,
right.
before you move on, because she was about to move on, guys. Okay,
I was.
before you move on, it's the same as how women who don't tell men that they have children. They go on a date, they go on trips, lavish trips with this guy. He don't even know she got like 5 kids at home. They fall in love. He even proposed to her. Next thing you know,
Wait,
girl,
what story
there
is
are certain
this?
situations that be moving just that fast, okay? And then all of a sudden, she got like 12 kids.
Yo, that's insane.
No,
And
I
now
said,
he's stuck. Nah, that's getting annulled ASAP. Okay. This was done. I was coerced into this. This was done under false pretenses. I entered into this union under false pretenses.
that part right there.
This is going to be annulled. Yeah, there's no way.
But now
Mm-mm.
she's pregnant with his baby.
It'll be annulled, and I'll take care of my kid. Period. Like that's insane. That yeah.
Ooh. I'm
Ooh, people are
sorry.
so conniving, I tell you.
They,
Well, whatever.
they
Anyway, we thank you so much for watching Real Conversation. Again, my name is Quana Terry,
and I'm Nicole Jones.
and you can find us every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live on YouTube at real underscore combos underscore podcast. And you can also find us on Facebook. Nicole, where can they find us on Facebook?
At Real Conversations 2021.
All right. So thank you all so much for watching, and God bless.